Prime's exclusive wildcard playoff game is Saturday night. Jordan Love and the Packers take on Caleb Williams and the Bears. Not a Prime member? Sign up for a 30-day free trial to stream the game.
That's going to be caught for the touchdown.
NFC North rivals square off in the latest chapter of the NFL's oldest feud. The Packers and Bears in Prime's exclusive wildcard playoff game. Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Only on Prime. Sign up for a 30-day free trial today. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn and I hire wrong. So our orders get all backed up. We're drowning in paperwork, then actually drowning. Carol is fighting off sharks with a stapler and pirates are pillaging the office copier and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant goes beyond the resume, using unique insights to deliver a smarter shortlist. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Año nuevo, los mismos Extra Value Meals en McDonald's. Ahora te puedes llevar 2 snack wraps y papitas y una bebida mediana por solo $8. Solo por tiempo limitado. Precios y participación pueden variar. Los precios pueden ser más altos en Hawái, Alaska y California y con entrega.
Happy New Year. What's the song for the new year?
Isn't it the na 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 na? Isn't that Odd Lang Sang or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's white people stuff.
Wait, but that what you just sang is not that.
It's a graduation song.
Right, but I think they are the same song, but like Odd Lang Syne is like slowed down because there are instances of that. Like God Save the Queen is like My Country 'Tis of Thee or something.
Yeah. Or it's kind of like how there's certain NFL music that sounds like Christmas music to me, but I seem to be the only person who hears it. So anyway,
I stand by, honestly. I think the NFL like theme song slaps.
Yeah, and every channel has its own, and it's super fun. And
Wait, no, but I'm talking about the dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's a good one. My favorite is when there's I think it's a Fox Sports one, which like Fox, but like when a player gets hurt and then they cut to commercial, it slows it down. There's like dun 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 dun, like it like really it like they like take it down a notch and it kind of like use twinklier music because they're like, this is serious. Well, somebody might be dead.
The way you just did that did sound like giddy up.
Yes, every time, every single time. Tom, what have you been watching on Bravo?
I was watching everything, and then I decided to free myself from the shackles of the 90210.
No, we're done. We're done. Public service announcement, housekeeping on the podcast. Unless something bombastic happens on Beverly Hills, I will not be talking about Beverly Hills on this podcast. Thursdays are going to be Traders Days for me now. So Beverly Hills can get fucked. I don't care about Beverly Hills anymore.
Like I'm willing to go back at some point in time, but I'll never shut anyone out forever. I didn't watch 2 seasons of OC, I believe, but then I came back when they kind of shook some things up. I don't have it in my spirit to watch these women play pretend.
And like so badly. Like you're telling me some of you are actresses?
It's just bad, guys. I think we can, when I post about it, people will always be like, well, then don't watch the show. And I'm like, okay. Yes, but I've been watching the show probably longer than your ass. So like, I'm just making it clear that a show I've watched for 15 years, I don't watch anymore. It feels crazy.
I know. I think that it's really funny to me that Peacock slash Bravo slash NBCU made a really big decision. Like, Beverly Hills is allegedly their like highest rated show. It's the one that gets like the most views and everything. They put it on in the same night as Traders. That means that they really do not care about that show. Like, to me, that means that they're like not that invested in it because people are going to be on Peacock watching Traders.
Yeah, but it's different programming people. Like those people, I think the NBC Universal like network is different from Peacock. It's like a completely different team. Like I think, like obviously they're related. It's NBC, but I think that they don't. For some reason, live TV and streaming doesn't compute as the same because on Peacock you get Beverly Hills on Friday. So technically, in Peacock's mind, their day is Friday.
Yes, but for Bravo people, like I would think that Andy would care about the fact that like his one of his babies, Beverly Hills, is having to go up on the same night as Traders, even though Traders can be watched, whatever later. But I just think that to me it feels like they don't care, which is fine. They shouldn't care. It's not good. Like
Well,
not a lot happens on the show and it pisses me off and there's nothing to discuss. Like from like a podcasting perspective, like what am I going to talk about? Them staring at each other and like complimenting each other's hair? Like I don't care. You know what I mean?
well, what's popular right now in general is
Mhm.
very smooth brain content.
Oh
Like
god,
it's
you're right.
like, and there are some of it I watch, but like a lot of content is not stimulating. Like content is slowly becoming less and less stimulating because people don't want to be stimulated. They don't want to think. They want to
I
be
know.
into a state of like hypnotism so they can all hail our great emperor. So I think it's part of that wave. Like I think for some people, some of these shows are a little too challenging for them, and they don't want to be
Which
challenged.
is so funny because I'm like, you don't want to be challenged by like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City where they're putting on a play in like, in like Greece. Like I think that that's so silly that that's a comparison. So,
I know. Well,
mm,
I'm also watching Vanderpump. But back to, I guess, sorry, things that I am watching because that's
mhm,
Beverly Hills is something I'm not watching. I
mhm.
am watching Vanderpump Rules, which I'm okay on.
Yeah,
Um, I'm loving Potomac and Salt Lake City
of course.
and Married to Medicine. I didn't get a chance to get fully caught up on that one, but I am liking it. I always like it. I'll always catch up. Like even if I don't watch it week of, I'll always watch all their episodes because they go down easy.
Okay, Married to Medicine, I did watch this week's like literally an hour ago while I was cooking dinner. And Tom, I'm sure you can guess what happened because last week somebody fought. So, what do you think happened this week?
They cried and held hands and said, "You're my sister."
That's right. That's right. And then Jackie said, "This is the most broken we've ever been." And I said,
They
"Jackie."
always say that. They always say we've never there it's time to go on a couple's trip because we've never been more broken. It's like, okay, well, if that statement is true, this friend group needs to stop being together because you every year you just get more broken.
You were talking about like smooth brain programming, and the thing with Married to Medicine is that Married to Medicine like has the exact same format every year. Every
Mhm.
year it's the same thing. You start in Quad is usually fighting with somebody, Heavenly is usually fighting with somebody, and then there's a couple of parties. Somebody says something about somebody's husband or somebody's kids or somebody's business, and then Jackie and Simone are like, let's do an intervention vacation. And then they do an intervention vacation where sometimes they do like one or two like good Samaritan volunteering things. And then next thing you know, it's a reunion. Like that is a show every single year. And I think that Married to Medicine is a show where like if you are looking for smooth brain programming, that is a good one. But a lot of stuff happens and they do make me lull so hard. When I
Yeah,
like
I
it,
agree. But they're also addressing the thing where I will always root for Married to Medicine is one, authentic friendships.
yes.
Two, they're always talking about what's happening in the world
Yes.
and how it affects the medical world, which
Yeah.
I especially in the last like 5 years has been I think really important.
Yeah.
Um, and they're always willing to have tough conversations, which I always love to see that.
Yeah.
What I can't get behind though is them always this narrative that Dr. Jackie is our saint of Bravo, when in reality she is so nasty and so
She's
rude.
so rude.
Do you have a thyroid issue? I jumped out of my seat.
And
If
I
someone said
like
that to
her.
me,
I know. I like her because she just looked like the woman that she was saying this to, Brandy. She just looked at her and she was like, I know exactly what you're doing and I'm not going to engage. Like, I love that. So I do love Married to Madison. Anyway, nothing really crazy happened. Let's talk about Vanderpump Rules real quick. I was watching it this week's episode and last week's episode I watched together. And you know what I realized, Tom, is they're watching, and this is, by the way, going to be said as parentheses complimentary. It's like watching what the people from Love Island would do if they had jobs at a restaurant. It's very Love Island coded. It's Love Island people out of the villa. And it is, if you watch it with that lens, it's fine. It's, we have that Angelica and Jason, who's probably fucking his cousin.
her name is Angelica.
Is that it?
To be honest, their names do not stick with me. I cannot. The only person whose name
made that up
lands with me is Venus.
Of course.
And Marcus. Venus and Marcus I get. I'm sorry to the ladies. I don't know a lady's name.
It is Angelica. Angelica, the Olympic athlete or whatever she is.
Wait, the new girl is an Olympic athlete too?
She was in the national team for Taekwondo.
Oh, no, jujitsu, I think.
No, the man is jujitsu. Jason does jujitsu.
Oh,
and
got
she does
it.
Taekwondo.
Which is so trendy right now. I don't know if you knew this. Everyone, I know so many people who are doing jujitsu now. A sentence I never thought I'd say.
Tom, jujitsu is very red pill coded.
No, but people I know that are not red pill. Like in the city, it's.
I know, but it's unfortunately it's a very red pill space.
Okay.
I mean, our president is hosting a UFC fight on the White House lawn for July 4th. So I do think that's, it's all in the same. It's like UFC. It's all that weird, man, guys just kiss each other.
But I know the people I know who do jujitsu are women.
Girls just kiss each other. The cousins. Can we just talk briefly about the cousins, the OnlyFans cousins?
The jerk off together. What do you want to know?
I'm fascinated by them. I am obsessed with them. They are so corny, and I can't stop watching them. They're so Love Island coded.
They are, but your comparison to Love Island, by the way, I think what you're just saying though is it's a show, it's the same generation of humans. That's why, they're just Gen Zers,
Yeah. Yeah, they don't really have personalities, really, right? They're baked and cooked in Instagram and TikTok, and that's the one girl just turned 22. That's what it is. But I am enjoying it. It's whatever. That's some smooth brain programming that does make me laugh. Also, I do enjoy it.
What's the girl's name? The star who's has the singing career. Hopefully,
Natalie.
Love her. Love
last week, just her just crashing out and them just having a good time behind her. Beautiful. I also did enjoy Marcus and Jason standing together to write one text to come out for Angelica to come out. That was cute. I was like, these people are so dumb. It is good editing. It's fun to watch.
Marcus, there's something about him that feels. People are comparing him with Jackson. I'm like, no, he's so sweet in his soul. I think he's just lost.
Yeah, he's I don't want to compare him to James Kennedy. Maybe it's because he also wants to be a DJ, but it feels more like the soft feelings I used to get for James Kennedy than any feelings I ever had for Jax Taylor.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree.
Yeah, but it's whatever. I do love it. I like watching it. It's a good time. But we're gonna talk mostly about Potomac and Salt Lake City because that's reasons for the seasons.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear us speak on.
Is the new Shaw's out this week also?
Yeah, it is.
Can I say something? I've never admitted this on air.
You hate Persian people? No.
Could you imagine? I'm like, I'm Sunni and I hate all those Shias. Just kidding.
You
No,
never watched Shahs of Sunset.
no. I love Shots of Sunset. I didn't watch the trailer. I saw it drop during like the BravoCon stuff, and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna watch this. And I never watched the trailer. I was just
So
like, I'm going in blind.
I watched the trailer, but I have only seen seasons 1 through 3 or 4 of Shaw's. So I don't, but I'm okay not catching up. Really, I know what what happens. Like I know that
The format is the same.
I know, but with like Mike being such a fuck boy and getting into so much real life shit, I just was like, I don't think I can do this with him. And then also the stuff with Reza and MJ falling out over when that man who went and tore up the yard.
It was MJ's husband
tore up Reza's yard, right?
I mean, he threw a couple of pots around. It's really not that serious.
No, I know. It made me lol. That did make me lol. But it made me sad that they weren't together, like weren't friends for so long. So I'm just excited for this new chapter, and I really, really love to see this crop of girls back together again.
A queen of Crash Out, Gulnasa. The original Gigi.
The original. Now, she belongs on a different show that I've been watching.
Is it Bad Girls?
That is Baddies.
Baddies. Now, I did see that you've been watching it. And you know, Tom, you are the premier television trash influencer in my life. A dumpster diva, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm very influenced when you watch things.
I don't know that this one is for...
Me?
For Nor.
Why not?
I don't know. There's just something like you are a little more wholesome than I. These people, if what I'm about to describe to you, if this is for you, then watch it. But I'm going to be honest. These people, like, they probably film for 3 weeks, and it's like or maybe less than that, and it's like a 20 episode season, and you're watching just like essentially Nest Cam footage of them beat the absolute living shit out of each other with their tits and their coochies out.
Now, what about that feels something I wouldn't enjoy? Hello? No, I wouldn't. That's
Give
crazy.
it a spin if you want. But I just my fascination with a lot of reality TV, that it's like the reason I fell into Love Island is that, and it's not even just reality TV, actually. It's just kind of everything. Like, I like to know what gets everyone going on the culture. Yeah. Like, even if it's not for me, I can confidently say I've dipped my toe in pretty much every, like, kind of facet of reality TV to see what it was all about. Like, I don't watch Dancing with the Stars, but I've seen some of that. Like, I don't watch Bachelor, but I watched that for a couple of years. Like, so, and I watched Jocelyn's Cabaret, which was on Zeus, which is essentially the same show. Except
I was going to ask. Yeah.
I like this better, I will say.
Okay. Is there a competition portion, or it's just gals?
They do have auditions to become a bad girl. It is just Bad Girls Club, which Bad Girls Club, all they did was they just filmed them going to the club every night. The funniest thing about the show, though, is they're always like, this season on Baddies, we're here to get the bag. And then they're like, but they never get the bag because they never make it to the club because someone's bleeding. The episode I was watching last night, someone ripped an artery in their ass cheek. And had to go to the hospital to get stitches. And the woman who got her ass ripped, her name is Roly, short for Roly Poly.
Not Roly Poly got her ass cheek ripped.
Like, honestly, like I think you could watch the first. So I Baddies South is what I watched first, which is that's season 2. I'm now on Baddies West. So they're just they're just taking the baddies all around the country. They have Baddies Caribbean, like they have Baddies Africa coming up.
Oh my God, I love it.
But I think you could jump. Baddies South was great, but lower budget. Baddies West, because I think Baddies South was like blow up season for them, so they got tons of money. Baddies West is like high sheen production value, and you can kind of really see the blood and tits up close.
Oh, okay. And when you said high sheen, you mean sheen like the finished sheen, not like the company that sells the clothes.
And I mean both.
Oh, okay. Is there Baddies East?
Go ahead. What'd you say?
Is there Baddies East?
Well, yes, that's next season.
Okay, because that I'm interested in as an East Coast girly myself.
Okay, well, so after I finish West, we can watch East and talk about it if you want. I mean, I'm worried for you. I think my biggest thing with watching it was I never watched Bad Girls Club, so I didn't know who Natalie Nunn was as a reality
I only know her
TV.
from her face and her chin.
Have you seen her blowing smoke?
Of course. Everybody has.
So that was really why I wanted to get to know the girls. And also I know that Raven and Kendrick just love it so much. So we have a text thread going and they are dying. They're like, Tom, I can't believe you're watching this show.
Now, is there a portion of the show where they say, come and get your chain? And then there's
so before each season, there's Baddies auditions to get on that season. And it is hilarious. Maybe you know what? That's what you should watch. You need to watch the Baddies West auditions episode and let me know your thoughts. So they essentially recreate American Idol. Their reunion host is like waiting outside of the rooms after they get their ticket to Hollywood. Like it's the whole thing, except it's just completely disorganized. And so they essentially just have like 200 women in like stripper outfits locked in a room, and they just have to walk up on their own one by one to a table and tell them why they're a baddie in 5 seconds. And you just watch just an hour of that, and one lady starts twerking and they're like, whoa, you are not a baddie. And she's like, why? And she's like, your tampon string is hanging out of your ass.
Oh my God.
While you're twerking. And she was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And they're like, wear underwear.
Wait, that's amazing. Also, it's kind of feels to me like if American Idol, America's Next Top Model, and like Flavor of Love, and what was the etiquette show with Monique?
Charm School
all were mashed together.
Charm School, you can pull out of it though, because there's Natalie Nunn has no interest in making them good. Like she's never like be better. She's like, sometimes they'll just be like, security, you guys can step back. The girls need to fight it out, and she'll just let them. Run at each other.
Oh my God! And this is on Zeus.
Zeus, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, that was a glowing recommendation, and I'm gonna make sure that the Zeus people, Natalie Nunn, cuts you a check because that was so good.
Wait, one other thing, and then we can move to actual shows. Their reunions. I haven't watched a non-Housewife or Bravo reunion in a minute, and I forgot that not everyone brings like full like regalia to the stage.
Yeah.
For their reunions. Their reunion for Baddies South was hosted by Trina, who is like a very, very famous rapper.
Yeah, of course.
I would show up in a really cute outfit for Trina. No, these girls are wearing their Nike high tops, a tank top, and like some shorts. And they're like, hey, what's up? Natalie Nunn shows up in that.
Yeah, but you need to be dressed comfortably if you're going to be beating somebody's ass.
You know what? You bring up a really good point.
Yeah, you can't be fighting people in a fucking gown. The last time somebody did that, it was Portia and Kenya. Anyway.
We can't.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
There is a woman on this current season that is my new obsession. Her name is Biggie. And she talks like this. She's like, I know you're not coming for Biggie. And I'm like, I can't even get down to her level of voice. It's fascinating. So
amazing. Okay, well, let's go over to Real Housewives of Potomac first. This week on Real Housewives of Potomac, Tia went into some random white people's house. Monique hosted a binder and book party. And then Angel did her big one. She put on a hat. She said, there's a snake in my boots. And then she invited the ladies out to Colorado to yeehaw it up, but not at her house, at another house. And obviously that sparked up some shadiness. What did you think about Monique's binder party?
I think it's a good idea, but I thought the delivery was really clunky. She needed someone helping her organize that. I thought the idea was fun to be like, I'm still shady, like let's talk shit, but like, why is there an audience to hear you talk shit? Like that would have pissed me off if I was what's her face, the new one, Angel. If I was Angel, I would have been mad that Ashley wrote that shit about me, and then this whole like everyone has to hear it about her
Yeah.
being like catfish, whatever. Like I'm like, that just it's not really. I don't know. It didn't really land right. I also, if I was there, I would be like, is this a ticketed event? What are we watching?
Exactly. No, also, if I was a cast member and I was invited to a book event, and this is something that I would imagine Monique sold tickets to,
I think
and then now,
probably.
and then I'm being put on the spot, I'd be like, is this a pay? Are you going to cut me a check? Like, what is going on here? Because like, what you're not going to do is use me for promotion. Although I did enjoy it. I did find it really cute and fun that she was like bringing back her stuff. But I just can't get over the fact. I mean, I know I was very excited right now for you to tell me about the show where women do beat each other up. But I don't love seeing Monique back because I'm like, you know, she she did say last time there was a table between me and someone, it didn't go well for them. So I'm like, well, can you write a letter to yourself again, Monique? Because I don't think that you've really changed that much.
Yeah, but we don't need to rehash that
No.
battle. But my take on it is maybe Natalie Nunn has gotten in my head, but I'm kind of like, let's go. My thing is like Candace. I am a Candy girl first. Like I've never been a Monique person, but Candace like is always poking the bear. Monique said, "Please stop," and so like she was like, "Well, this is how we do it." I don't know. I kind of thought it was blown a bit out of proportion, where Giselle was like, "You're ruining the legacy of like this show." I'm like, y'all, the legacy of this show is you devour people's marriages.
That's right. Exactly. Unless it's your best friend and
Right,
her
but then
husband is actively cheating on her. Then you just say, oh, leave Robin alone.
yeah, you devour marriages. People are going to prison. Like, but God forbid someone like it's like even
God forbid
defending
somebody,
violence. But
you're like, God forbid somebody runs through a barn and tells somebody that they're going to kill them. I mean, God forbid.
God forbid a baddie be a baddie.
Monique, come get your chain. Do you think that Angel did her big one?
I don't think Angel, with all the resources in the world, is capable of doing a medium-sized one.
She is. Okay, so her corniness, it actually delights me now. Like I actually get really, really excited when she thinks that she's doing something really big. And then we're like, oh, like even her being like, why they're like, why aren't we staying at your house? And she's like, it's because I want to keep the energy clean. And they're like, really? And then she's like, it's because of space. There's not enough space in my house for you guys. Like that is just so sad to me, right?
I
Like it's like
know.
you really tried it, and then she was like, no, guys, it's just there's not enough beds. The house isn't actually that big. I'm actually full of shit. Like I love watching her fumble. I think it's really fun.
I agree. I think that if I was with her, I constantly would be like, "You really thought you were doing something." Like I just think every day I'd be like, "You really thought this was gonna eat, and you're not eating." But I think in her defense, I
Okay.
think there's some production shenanigans here a little bit about the trip because one, I think the obvious reason of why this house is so far away is they could not for the life of them find a house
Yeah.
like where the people were willing to have cameras there, or with all the like when these shows go film, like they have to take cameras to the walls, like they have to do a
Yep.
ton of shit to get it ready for the show. And the summer in summers in Colorado, like with no time notice, like I could see it being a problem. But
Yeah.
put them in a hotel. There are
Yeah.
hotels by your house. Like she doesn't
Yeah.
live in. She put the women in like bumfuck mountains,
Yes.
but I don't think that that's where she lives. That's not
No,
my
she lives
understanding.
she lives, I mean, the map that they were showing, it looked like she lives somewhere closer to like Colorado Springs. And that's like not near the airport, but they live like where they're staying is like even further than that. Like it's somewhere between the airport and her house, but it just sounds like it's a big logistical nightmare. I did think that it was cute that she put Giselle and Ashley in a room together with twin beds. And you know what, Tom? I'm going to say something. Maybe people disagree with me. I kind of love sleeping on a twin bed. And you know what? And you know, maybe I'm just saying that because I get to sleep on a king bed every day. But like, I've had to sleep on a twin bed like a few times in my life, and it's not that bad. Who cares?
Now, I think a full is where I draw. Is like the largest, the smallest I'll go.
Okay.
Like twin, those were fulls. Those were fulls. Twins were like, I think when I think twin, I think like college size bed.
Have you been on a twin recently?
Have I been on a twin recently? I think I have.
I feel like it's bigger than
fulls.
I feel like it's bigger than you think, for sure.
I think if I'm alone, I think a queen, I don't need anything bigger than a queen. Sometimes when you get a king and you're alone, like in a hotel room, for instance, it's just kind of like
too cold.
I'm just like, what the hell is over there? Like I just but
I make a mountain for my pillows.
I don't need the king if I'm alone, but I would not like the twin necessarily. But at the same time, like I'm always down to share a room if we have like separate beds on a girl's vacay. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm going to share a room with a person and it has 2 beds, I'm okay with that. I think the bigger concern would be bathroom. Like, do I get my own bathroom? Because that, I think, is a bigger thing that you have to share. And that is annoying. But I did love that Angel was like, I'm going to say that I don't care about the show, but then I'm going to do this thing that has been done on the show many, many times, including the very first season when Ashley put Giselle and Robin in a room with twin size beds, and then a few seasons ago where Mia put Giselle and Robin in twin size beds. So
that house was haunting, guys. If you need a real jump scare, go watch that cast trip on season 1. They were in a really like a very like average lake house. Like I think I would love to probably go there for an Airbnb. Like it was pretty, but it's not like Housewives, and just a house decorated by Michael Darby. It was just haunting,
and it didn't have air conditioning.
Yeah, it was a mess.
It was a disaster. It was in Delaware. It was Bethany Beach. Anyway,
She's
why do I know
sitting there
this?
drinking her Coronas? I can't stand
watching her husband grope people's butts.
I can't stand her in her Coronas. There's something about her and a Corona that I don't like.
Ashley had that birthday party this episode, and I don't care about any of them, but I live for her Uncle Lump. I love that man. He is always so irritated by these people. He hates his sister. He hates his niece. He like they're talking about like Ashley's stepdad finally like going to get help or whatever, and he gets so annoyed. He goes, "What are we talking about? Who are we talking about? John? He went he went and got help?" And everybody's like, we weren't supposed to use his name, but
I know it's clearly like the show. Like they didn't want to say his name on the show, and she's like, "Can we just say their name, please? This is crazy."
I love him. He's like, all right, I'm going to get rolled in by Ashley and Sheila, and I'm going to give them advice, and they're going to not listen to me, and then I'm just going to roll my eyes, and I'm going to say, what the fuck are we doing here? Then they'll bring me back again, I guess.
No, I like him too. I like him too. No, but the house, can we talk about this water situation?
Oh, yeah, there's no water. Was that in the clip for the next episode?
No, that was this episode, wasn't it? Oh, no. Oh, no, you're right. That was next week.
Yeah,
I watched the clip like
week.
when I watched. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So next week's preview showed that there's no water in the house, which is crazy.
It's a mess. And like, I'm sorry, Angel, you just keep digging your hole deeper. I think the thing with her that I can't stand is she's not a real person. Like she can't land, and she realized that she's not playing the right character here, and so she's always autocorrecting. Because then when she gets in that confessional chair, she's all of a sudden like channeling like Karen Huger in a way. She's like, and when my husband rings, I pick up the call. And I'm like, who are you?
I cannot figure out how old she is. Tom, she could be your age. She could be 5 years older than me. I have no idea. But her energy is so geriatric to me. And that's why I'm always laughing. When she gets in that chair, she's like, as a wife of a football player. I'm like, Angel, wake up.
The way you said that made me sound like I was like in my 20s or something. I'm like, oh my God. We're only 5 years apart.
Yeah. I gave a range of 10 years.
To me, she could be 28. She could be 63.
That's what I'm saying. We have no idea. We have absolutely no idea how old this woman is. All we know is that her husband is hot as fuck.
Y'all, and housewives, please stop getting rentals for reality shows. It will always come out that you're in a rental and people will judge you.
Yeah. Also, her thing is so clunky because, like, I think she thought the season was obviously she thought the season was going to end a lot sooner than it actually did. And so she only got that rental for like a little amount of time. And then there was like it was like an episode before the eviction episode. She was like, I'm so happy that we found the perfect house to buy here in Potomac. And then 2 episodes later, she was like, we're going back to Colorado because we got evicted or whatever, or like our lease ended. And I'm just like, what? And she's like, we didn't get the house in the time that we thought we were going to get the house. She has almost like a Meredith Marks, like groveliness to her voice too, because she's like very slow talking.
Yep.
But it's just, I feel for her, but I mostly, the person I really feel for is Kiarna, because Kiarna brought this woman on TV. She was like, my friend is fabulous. She's the wife of an NFL player. She's really cool. She has this like outdoors company. Also, by the way, if your business is luxury vacations for people and you put people in a house without water,
not a good look, Tiva.
No.
Wait, but okay, back to Kiarna though. Did you think it was weird that she didn't put Kiarna in her house with her? I thought that was so weird.
No, she is. She's going to take Kiarna and Tia to the house, back to her house.
I thought she was taking Tia and Wendy.
No. Wendy got the basement.
Oh, duh. Okay, never mind.
Wendy got the basement, which is so obnoxious because Wendy got like 4 beds and Giselle and Ashley got 1 room with 2 tiny beds.
Can we talk about Kiarna on mushrooms or whatever she took?
Yes! I was like, why was she crying? And she starts crying. I was like, she's fucked up.
Wait. Sorry. I have so much to say about Kiarna. First thing before we got to the trip, I found
the billboard
Greg so blackout at that billboard. He was like, insurance my friend who is my friend, who sometimes I let live in a home that I purchase sometimes for me and her. Cheers to whatever's up there. I'm so proud of my soon-to-be ex-friend who I may not buy a ring for. Have you seen this frame? You should put a picture in it.
They're so lame. It's so funny. Kiarna being like, I've always had a dream about having a billboard. You didn't win a prize. You buy an ad spot. That's like me putting up a billboard for my podcast on the fucking turnpike and being like, I can't believe I have a billboard on the turnpike. You pay for it. It's an ad.
Something about that. Something about it feels humiliating. I don't know why. It just does.
Also, because it's not like a regular billboard. It's like an electronic one. So like,
right. It's like what I see up there is like injury insurance, not whatever you're selling.
It's like Chick-fil-A, like eat more chicken, like a cow saying eat more chicken, and then next thing you know, it's Kiarna.
I just love that they were like waiting in a grassy knoll, waiting for her.
They were
time
literally
on the billboard.
They're on the side of the highway.
Like it hits every hour and 53 minutes.
Greg is such a loser, but
he's
another one. I can't stop watching him. That picture frame business. Oh God, that was so good. She's like, you got me so good. And
I thought I was living in a time warp because every time they go into his house, it's the same scene. And they always come into the kitchen. He opens up a bottle of champagne. She goes, "What'd you get for me, Greg?" And then like she pours him something and then they go sit down and they talk about whether they're going to live in a house together or not. I promise you guys, there's been at least 3 of that scene in this season. And every time it happens, I literally get my remote and I'm like, am I watching the right episode?
It is. It's the same. And each time I feel like Greg gets worse and worse on camera. Like he gets more and more nervous on camera. Like he's not getting comfortable with the cameras.
Well, he's just drinking more, I think, now to get more comfortable. So he's like, "I choose my mind. I love you so much."
He called himself Mr. Biggs. And then he was like, "Except I'm Mr. Diggs, and you know what the D stands for." And Kierna's like, "Ha, not the D, Greg." I'm like, Kierna, he's such a loser. Look at you. Look at your face.
And you're a baddie. She's a baddie. She got in a fist fight. She's a baddie.
Kierna, get your chain.
Get you. No, the chain has been taken away. Her, her ass popped a 10 milligram edible and it hit the second she opened up the curtains of that bedroom, and it was like, oh, and the trees and the altitude and the 2 shots of tequila. She literally was like, she was just like, this is an audio podcast, obviously, but I'm just like trying to imitate her.
Patreon exclusive. You want to see?
She's like doe-eyed, and she's like.
So fucked up.
It's almost like she's seeing life through a fisheye lens all of a sudden. She's like,
it's so good. It was so good. And I died. And then Stacey in the back goes, "They don't got trees in Baltimore."
Yo, Potomac is so fucking good. This season really has been so wonderful, and I think that it's getting a little slept on just because Salt Lake is really swinging big. But I believe every season for them continues to get even higher ratings too. So like,
yeah, Potomac is so good. They're so good. It's like we had a rough couple of seasons in the middle there where we weren't sure what was going on. But like, hello, the end of this season, one person comes out of jail and another person goes to jail.
I know. What more can you ask for? I also like that we've released. Obviously, this is this like subtext will always live in this franchise, but we've released a little bit of the colorism conversations from the show. Like, I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about it, but I don't think Andy is our facilitator for those conversations. Like we've tried to in the past on this franchise, and we've also released the like coming from marriages situations as much, and the girls are more just focusing on like they're in the now, like what their dynamics are. People are getting evicted. Stacey lies. Like Stacey's got bad breath. Like it's just fun shenanigans, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's the best. Also, don't bring Nicki Minaj back to host anything.
No.
Let's go over Salt Lake. I actually did not talk about last week's episode, so if we can, I would like to chat a little bit about both the finale and last week's episode, because last week there was so much that happened, but like also not a lot that happened. Like it was so much bickering. I loved last week's episode because it was like classic Real Housewives of New York to me. Like the way that they were fighting, like the fact that like it was a Ramona callback of like, who are you to get my hair wet? And like, I just blow dried my hair and now my hair is wet. Also, like both like Meredith shot in a pool.
Yeah, what the fuck?
At the spa.
That seems slept on.
It is. I'm like, nobody's talking about. It's like, it sounds like one of those threads where they're like, I feel like nobody's talking about, and it's like the thing that everybody's talking about, but for real,
like,
nobody.
I feel like no one's talking about the Stranger Things finale.
Did you watch it?
No.
You're not a Stranger Thing?
Well, no, I watched the first part of the season. Y'all, I can't stand the part 1, part 2. Same thing with Wednesday. Like I watched the first part and then I'm like, I can't bring myself to.
You know what I do? I don't watch it when the first part comes out. I wait
Yeah,
until
but then I
everything
get
is out and then I watch
spoiled.
it.
It's
No.
just annoying.
Okay.
And the thing is, honestly didn't even get spoiled by anything that happened in Stranger Things. I can't stand Millie Bobby Brown giving like
Thanks.
smizing to the camera at all times. She's like,
Well, I watched all of it with my kids, so I need you to catch up because the next time you see my kids, you need to have a full conversation with them about all of their favorite characters. It's their
okay,
favorite show right
and
now.
I need them to watch Baddies East. Okay.
Can you imagine Noah?
They would think it was they would think it was funny, but then I think it might be a little. There's a lot of nudity. I don't think it's appropriate.
Noah, I was watching Married to Medicine because I think you've seen my office before, but like I have my MacBook and then I have like my work laptop. So Married to Medicine is a show that I just like throw on in the background while working. And Noah came upstairs and he needed homework help, and I paused it and the captions were on, and it was the men talking, and Eugene said, "Well, she did send that text about my dick being small." And Noah read that. And he was like, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "Noah, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Don't worry
It's
about
okay.
it, baby.
Don't.
Wait,
It's not for you."
back to Ramona for a second about her being like, "Who are you to get my hair wet?" The line actually is, "Who are you to get me wet?" Which I think is so hilarious that she says that verbatim.
Who are you to get me wet?
Who do you want to get you wet, baby?
Harry Dubin.
Harry Dubin. Ugh.
Yeah, I felt like nobody talked about the fact that Meredith just casually pooped a little bit into a pool, wearing a white bathing suit, might I add.
Yeah.
And
Does
then
she
they
poop
just
like, I bet you she poops like caviar. Like it's just little like.
I bet that those girls have horrible poops.
Oh yeah, because they're all on. They're either horribly constipated because they're on their needles, or they are only eating like blue juice, like blueberry smoothies, and so their shits are like blue liquid. Or
Lisa Barlow probably is the only one with regular shits because she's pounding down that Wendy's.
do you have regular shits when you go to Wendy's? Because
I feel like fast food poops are just like it goes right through you. But maybe that food goes right through me because I have it so rarely.
Because there's no nutrition in it. Like your body didn't have to think. Your body didn't have to think about it.
Your body's like nothing to see here. Like push it through.
Go ahead.
I also love that. They had a full ASMR fight last episode.
It's art imitating life. It's crazy that has been a thing on these shows online for so long, and that now it's coming to fruition. It's like, I can't believe that you would do that to me. I can't believe you would talk to me like that.
I'm Zen right now. Why would you do that? She's Zen.
I haven't spoken to my children in months.
You did that to yourself. Your hair looks that way because it's fake.
I can't stand Meredith, but I have to say one of my favorite lines of this whole season is when Brittany says like, "Well, I didn't talk to my kids for 2 years," and it just cuts to Meredith. She goes, "Of course, it's about you."
Of course, and it's always about you. Because like she's like,
it's just the way
like,
she
loses her breath. It's so good. It's so good.
Have you been to Santorini or where?
I have.
You have.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to go. Are you drinking out of a baby bottle? What the hell is that? It looked like it had a little. Oh,
Patreon exclusive.
The top of it isn't coming through clear on here, and it looks like a little stick on it.
Imagine, I'm like, it's just my sippy cup.
It's like it's weird. I don't know, something about them filming here. It feels incredibly claustrophobic everywhere they are.
I wouldn't say so. I went so long ago. I went in 2013, and I do think that it is a lot more crowded than people expect it to be, and also like there's a lot of stairs. Like you have to take 1 million stairs in Santorini. I know people who have been to Santorini with like babies and strollers, and I'm like, how? Yeah. Because that's crazy to me. But yeah, it's not that it's claustrophobic because like the roads are a little windy, like the walkways, but then everywhere you turn, there's like the sea. and it's like gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am like, Mary being like so worried that about like all the stairs and them falling. I think it's a legitimate concern because like, I mean, they're all on Meredith, but I don't think anybody's sober on this trip.
No, and they just released a sneak peek of the reunion. Did you see that of Whitney talking about BravoCon being blackout?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I guess she had to apologize to Andy, and like Meredith is like, before we get into the reunion, I want to clarify like your behavior at BravoCon, and you're the one coming for me about the substances. So.
Wow. Well, yeah, I did hear that about BravoCon, that Whitney was plastered the entire weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, this week the big thing was this melodramatic Greek tragedy. And honestly, for me, the most shocking thing was when we started watching it, I was like, oh, so the woman with the red hair, that's her actual hair. She didn't put on a wig to pretend to be Whitney. Like, that was crazy to me that she wasn't playing Whitney.
Yeah, she's playing Mary. I'm like, you have SpaghettiOs hair. You play Whitney.
Yeah. Hello. It was so over the top. Obviously, the other big thing was like these women are concerned, quote unquote, for Meredith's mental space and whatever, and they're all coming for Meredith. But still somehow at the end, we have Heather Gay sobbing.
Okay, I have something to say.
Okay, go ahead.
And tune into Dumpster Dive podcast for more of me having things to say. And I'll repeat this there. But I am not a Meredith person really, like, anymore. I used to love her, and then she just I just don't love how she navigates the show. It doesn't always work for me. But I think if Heather and Whitney were not on the back half of this season, I think we could have had more interesting storylines come out through just like natural events occurring. But instead, I mean, I'll put most of the blame on Heather because she is like the one that spearheads the narrative for the show. She just puts too much energy on like how the story is going to go. And so she's like, I have to have my finale moment now since reality Von Teese. So like, I'm going to take Meredith down in a dramatic monologue on the Santorini backdrop. Like, I'm like, girl, stop. Shut the fuck up. If anyone spent this much time on your life, you would leave the show.
No, and Heather Gay really is turn it around wicked witching Meredith Marks, because it's really crazy. Her being like, just go, just leave, get the Uber and go. They're leaving, girl. Why are you freaking out? Why are you crying so hard?
I can hear you. You're standing right in front of her. I'm like, you just screamed at her until it also kind of screamed out of nowhere. And I think it definitely was edited obviously down. I'm sure they were there for a while, but I still think I feel like that moment still came pretty out of nowhere because it didn't feel like there was any reason to be coming for her in this moment. Meredith was sitting there being vulnerable with them. And then all of a sudden Heather is like, fuck you.
It was so bizarre. I think that Heather feels a lot of, anytime somebody accuses Heather of treating somebody a certain way, Heather is so concerned about the way that she's coming off to the audience that every single season she tries to be like the most virtuous one. Like, she's basically doing what she probably used to do when she was like actively a part of the Mormon church, like being like the most like truthful, most honest, most real person on the show, right? And anybody who she feels like is like slightly not honest, she's like, like I can't trust them. Like her saying that Bronwyn's story, she said something like 1 foot on like something and a banana peel, and I was like, that
she's trying to reference.
No, girl,
it just doesn't work. I'm like,
no,
shut up.
Like she doesn't like Bronwyn, but Bronwyn, like after this Greek thing, first of all, I was cracking up watching this story. I was like, this is so cute. I was like, this is so fun. What a cute story at the end, right? And then Bronwyn is like, I was horrified, and I was like, no, Bronwyn. Calm down. There is no reason to be horrified. But, she says at the end of it, like, you guys were talking about me, and those are things that I need to improve about myself. And she was like crying and being vulnerable. And Heather, when they turned the camera to her, and again, this could be editing, but I felt like, to me, one, Heather was drunk already. And two, she suddenly started to realize that like she's not going to get that big finale monologue because everybody else is opening up and everybody else is like being vulnerable. Like Lisa Barlow, I was like, look at Miss Lisa Barlow. She really came out on top by the end of the season.
Most likable finale, most likable episode for her in a minute from me, because I don't love her. And I was like, oh, look at you.
She was a delight in Greece. I mean,
I
she
agree.
did call Brittany Alki casually.
That was kind of funny. It was kind of funny, though. We have to be honest. Let's all be honest about that.
But, you know, like her crying and being like saying what she said, like her admitting like, yeah, I like hide behind these things because like this is all I have. Like these are my like levels of success. Everybody being vulnerable. And then Meredith, I think the thing that Meredith said that really set Heather off is Meredith is always going to paint herself as a martyr. Like she has that martyr mother mentality. Like she is. Like, that's why the episode where she cried on Mother's Day of her being like, of course it has to be about you. Like, that was so funny because, like, that's just who Meredith is. So Meredith being like, everybody thinks I'm not fine, but I am fine. And I get sad sometimes, but I'm okay. And I just feel like everybody's getting upset at me. And, like, I can't open up because I'm afraid, right? Like, when she says she's afraid, Heather is like, oh, now the audience is going to think that we're bullying you. So that's why you're afraid. Well, I can't have that. Let me scream at you about not being authentic. And you're like, Heather, go away.
Like, she's not even calculated in a fun way. She's just like, she's calculated in a really boring way. She's just boring. She is, you know, Raven always says it online, and I got to agree with her. She is the biggest loser we have.
The biggest loser. She's allergic to slaying, like Gina.
Allergic to the slay.
Allergic to slay. But so
Gina's
bad.
not a loser to me though, for some reason. No. She because I don't know. There's something about her like that doesn't feel loser to me. She's not. The thing is, she's not trying to be anything she isn't. She just is. She just is like basic, and she's like,
yeah, you're right.
It's me. I'm basic, and it's like
that's true. That's true.
She had Heather's trying to be Lisa Barlow.
Yeah, and that's really what it is. Because at the end, when she starts crying, she's crying because Lisa went and like took care of Meredith and said like, you know, you guys are being too harsh on Meredith. Because here's the thing. Everything that they're saying about Meredith is probably true because Lisa Barlow, every time they said a thing, Lisa Barlow had her face like, oh shit, you went there. You guys said it. Whoopsie. Oh my God, I can't believe you guys are saying this. Yep. And like, she doesn't necessarily disagree with it until Meredith gets really upset. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to have Meredith's back because like, she's obviously really sad, you know? Yep. And that's really when Heather also loses it because she just wants to be Lisa Barlow and she, LB, this is about you, LB. Shut up, Heather.
Oh God, she's so, y'all, she is exhausted. If you are still taken by the chains of by the shackles of Heather Gay are holding you down, like you, and you still want to ride hard for this woman, I encourage you to come to the bright side and release yourself because she is not one of the great housewives. She isn't. We have to be honest about that. For some reason, Bravo has made us think she is.
Can I say also, it's funny because like I do think Heather and Whitney function sort of in the same plane in that like but something about the way Whitney does it just tickles my fancy. Her being like, Meredith, look at me, Meredith. Holding Meredith.
She's not calculated. That's the thing with her. She tries to be, and she's too dumb, guys. So like, it's just not. It's never gonna be as evil and conniving from her.
Meredith is like, you guys said really terrible things about me, and every single time Whitney apologizes for it, she repeats the thing that she said, which always cracks me up. She's like, Meredith, the time I called you a pill popper and an alcoholic, I'm sorry about that. And Meredith, remember when I called you a pill popper and alcoholic? I'm really sorry about that. Meredith, I apologize for that time I called you a pill popper and an alcoholic. Meredith's like, okay, stop saying it over and over again.
I know. But do you think that they would want to get rid of anyone? I don't think that it would behoove them to get rid of any of them. If Meredith wants to leave on her own accord, which I can't honestly see her doing, no matter how mean they are to her, like she wants to sell her caviar. She'll show up to film. Like
she's creating a brick and mortar restaurant or lounge of some sort where they will be selling caviar and potato chips. Like, I think she needs the check, honey. Like, she's not, she's putting that label on anything that she can get her hands on.
Yeah,
so
they're not going to change.
And by the way, there are people that are like, since last night, recasting the show. And I'm like, no, you love this show because of this exact cast. Even though Heather is a loser, I need her to stay on the show because her desperation, like her level of like, just like being like, I've cut my skin open and bled open for all of you. Like, no, you haven't. Shut up. You're boring. Get away from me. Like, I'm not interested. But she's just so dramatic. Like, I think that you need each and every single, it's like they said in the play, without each other, you're nobody.
That is so beautiful.
I did think it was really funny when Meredith texted Bronwyn to come to her room to talk about the lunch. And then when Bronwyn tried to talk about it on camera, Meredith just straight up denied it. It was so good.
Because she didn't think they would show footage. Like, she would think they don't have any proof that actually happened.
So funny. She's like, that never happened, Bronwyn. And then Bronwyn brought it up again on the bus, and she was like, okay, well, actually what happened, Bronwyn, is I didn't ask you what happened at lunch. I stated what happened at lunch. Like,
well, my one thing about Bronwyn, and I like Bronwyn, but she is a rat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know,
she acknowledges it at the end of the episode. She's like, I'm a rat.
It's just like, stick me in the inside of somebody's chef hat. I'm a rat.
It's me.
I love it. I think that each and every single person is perfect. Did you watch the Mary documentary?
No.
Mm-mm.
Did you?
No.
I don't really care, to be honest with you. I'm at the point where I'm like, if she's a cult leader, then she's a cult leader. But like, I'm not trying to be her friend. I'm just trying to watch this show.
Yeah, and I think that, like, as stated in the concept of this podcast, they're all problematic, and that's okay. That's my relationship with them. It's like, I don't think that anybody's a good person.
I just think this franchise is wrought with darkness. I just think it's kind of crazy that we're
so dark.
Is this the sword we want to die on? Like, Whitney and her husband are running multi-level marketing schemes. Like, there is a doc to be had there. Like, I'm positive there is crazy things that have happened in the Mormon church with all these Mormons. Like, there's just so much there. Everyone has their shit. I think it's just, some rat wanted to speak from her inner circle about it. And, you know, there's always a podcaster that's willing to talk to front-facing camera for a check. So I think that's how they got some other talking heads.
I mean, there were certain podcasters that were featured on the program, and they didn't even get credit.
So so if you guys haven't seen this online, there's a group. So there are people there are creators in the doc, like literally like in a production studio, like doing interviews about it. Those people kind of bother me. But but there are a ton of people who didn't even know that they were part of it that learned when it premiered because they were using their clips, which I think is really fucked up, to be honest with you. And I am really mad they didn't use my clips.
Let me tell you, as somebody who has been defending Mary like since the beginning, I do think it's fucked up that they didn't use any of my content. I'm like, hello, I'm the premier Mary defender. Like, my thing with Mary is that, like, everything I've understood about her is actually from a Bravo docket episode. They did a series about Mary and her church, and everything that they talked about on their podcast, apparently this documentary says the opposite of. Like, I've always understood it where Mary was really young and she was kind of just like told that this is what she needed to do. And when you come from like a religious space where you're like being told that God has like anointed you and your grandmother's entire legacy lives on you, like, that's it then, right? Like, and really it was that she was getting bamboozled by this man who is no longer filming on this television show, you know, like, so I always look at it from the perspective of like, Mary was a young woman when she was roped into this, and she is, it's not really her. It's like these things are happening to her. But apparently the documentary says not so much. The documentary says she's more involved in it than you think. And I'm like, if she's a bad person, I mean, I guess that's listen, Lisa Barlow told you to fuck off. So like
Oh, me?
yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So
well, I'm gonna trust the Bravo docket before I trust anything TLC puts into its syndication, to be honest with you. But because they aren't lawyers, and the Bravo docket, they do extended research, and also they're not trying to be salacious. They're honestly just trying to like spread information about like the real information about all of these things that we love to follow. So
yeah,
I definitely support them.
Yeah, I mean, Ceci and Angela's big thing is always like, this is just like the legal document that we're reading, and this is what these legal words mean. And so like that's why I love listening to them and their like takes on all this stuff. But yeah, I'm not interested in a salacious documentary. But I will say this, that if anybody from TLC is listening and they would like to send screeners to me or to Tom for us to talk about their programming on our podcast, please feel free to send it over to us.
Send it. Please. Oh, wait, did you also hear that this isn't funny, but the clip that it comes from is funny. You know, like the woman that fell out of the sunroof.
Yes, her whole family like talks about
is in the doc.
And they said that it was like horrible that they're like, you know, the death of this person like is now like a LOL, meme. Like a meme, right? But it's like, well, Mary didn't do that. Blame Bravo for that. They shouldn't have kept that in the episode.
It still stays so funny to me. She's like, but I'm excited to be here.
And she's like, did she survive? And she's like, no, she died.
But I'm excited to be here.
And that little redhead Bobby or whatever her name is. Bobby?
Bobby, I think it is Bobby.
Bobby Wild Rose. It's just horrified.
I really hate that.
Anyway, I think it's it really for this chat. Are you excited for Traders?
So excited. You can follow the podcast. I'll be covering Traders this season and covering Summer House. Those are the two shows that I'm going to be covering recaps on.
When is Summer House back?
Like first week of February.
Wow. So we have the Valley Shahs, whatever, Persian time, Iran, whatever. Summer House, Traders. Honestly, we don't really have time for Beverly Hills.
Southern Charm.
I don't watch that show.
Yeah, I kind of do. I'm behind, but that show goes down. That's a smooth brain show for me.
Oh, it's a very smooth brain show, and it's partnering Smooth Brain Show, which is my favorite show, is Southern Hospitality. Where did you see Ali Luber might be on?
On Southern Hospitality?
Uh-huh.
Like she filmed this whole last season of it?
I don't think she filmed the whole last season, but apparently she was spotted in Charleston doing some filming for that television
show. If Craig
show
hooks up with Ali Luber, she can't be with it. Ali is a very sweet, real life sweet human being. We cannot have her with Craig.
I need to see some filming of Ali with Venus as two star girls.
They are star girls, first and foremost. Yeah, you're right. Wait, we didn't talk about Let Him Cook.
Oh my God. Let Him Cook, which if you guys don't know is Kyle Cook's. He's going on tour. You can see him anywhere from Ohio to Los Angeles.
He's going to be on tour. Amanda's going to be sitting in a stock room putting together a Loverboy sweatshirt, like things that they sold, and signing divorce papers probably, it seems.
Lord, I hope so. Yeah, I think I should. And I looked at it and I was like, there's no cooking in New Jersey or New York. So
wait, did you see that he posted a Christmas thing without her?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Yeah.
I did see that. Everybody. And then Amanda commented on it saying, where's Amanda?
Well, see, that makes me think they're still together, sadly. I think funny. She's like, you do you. I don't want any part of this. We have a business together and I want to have a family with your sperm. So let's figure this out for the next couple of years. Then maybe they split up. I don't know.
Yeah. and it's very much possible that like, you know, there's a time in your life when you get into your 30s where you're like, do I even really want a husband? Like, do I even really need, like, and then you look at it and you're like, okay, financially that makes more sense. Like we have like, you know, a business together or whatever. But like, I mean, I guess, yeah, sure. Go out there, do whatever you want. I'm just going to be like in bed eating, you know, Takis and talking to my friends.
Oh, Taki sounds so good right now.
Okay, well, I have to go eat dinner, and you should eat some dinner too,
yes,
guys.
I'm gonna go eat Takis.
Go follow Dumpster Dive and Tom Hamlett at the Tom Hamlett and Good Judys.
Yeah, Dumpster Dive. We just had Daisy from Below Deck on. She talked a lot about
exciting.
The Salt Lake City crossover event, so that was fun. And you can see full video episodes of the show on YouTube, so check that out.
That's amazing. I'll be back this weekend to talk about Traders with my brother Raheel. And I can't wait. And if Michael Rappaport doesn't get kicked out on the very first episode, I'm going to continue watching it. I'm just going to be really mad about it.
He's not going to make it very far. No one likes his ass. He is the most traitor looking motherfucker. Like, they will absolutely get rid of him in 2 seconds.
Well, he might be your next mayor, Tom.